history. Saul tried to kill David. I mean, David worked for Saul. But watch this. When he came up, Saul acted like he didn't know who David was. He was like, who is this? You mean to tell me I did all this work for you? I done helped you. And you don't know who I am? Now, I understand, like you said, you don't see folks for years. I understand. When you don't see folks for years and they grow, you be like, wow. But you never forget a face.
Amen.
I might say, boy, you don't grow. I saw you were this small. And everybody said, I remember you were this little. But you never forget the face. You might forget the name. But here David, his Saul was like, he didn't even know who David was. Now you go back just in chapter 16, they were going at it. So you don't know who I am. Wow. So folks will try to talk you out of your destination. Folks will try to talk you out of it. And you have to be careful that you don't allow them to talk you out of your next. See, because next means I'm comfortable. Next means I'm ready to go to the next level. Next means I can't stay here. I heard Oprah Winfrey say something that was so amazing to me. She said, you know what? When you get ready to go up, it's some folks that lose oxygen and they can't go with you. So what? So it's some folks, it's high attitude. The higher you go up, it's some folks that can't breathe up there. It's some folks that don't understand what you got. And this is the key. You have to know they can't go with you. See, because as higher you go, that's what the next level is all about. It's about you going higher. Look at your neighbor and say, I got next.
I got next.
No, say it like you mean it. Say, I got next.
I got next.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Now look at your own and say, you got to wait, because it's my turn now. You got to wait.
You got to wait.
Nothing personal, but you got to wait. I'm next in this line. I don't know what you're going through, but I'm next. You got to wait until God comes again, because this time I'm going to be selfish. I want this all for myself. You ain't got nothing to do with this one.
Trip somebody.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm next. That's how you know. Worst thing you got to remember is when somebody said they got next. You ever been in on Black Friday? When you go to Walmart to get the specials and they have you standing in line and somebody break in front of you, boom, I got this to you. I'm next. You will knock folk out. I've been waiting this long and you think you just gonna stand and jump in front of me?
Amen.
The devil is a liar.
You got that?
I love the Lord, but you're not getting my TV.
You got it?
And that's what it's about.
Sure enough.
You have to understand that. You got to take that mentality. I'm next. You got to wait. Now watch this. Then this thing right here is you have to stop allowing what was excusable to become acceptable. Let me say it again. Let me rephrase that so everybody can understand what I'm saying. If you accept it, be prepared to expect it. Yeah, let me say that again. If you accept it, be prepared to expect it. And what am I trying to say? Whatever you allow me to do, expect me to do. Is that better? Whatever you allow me to do, be prepared to expect me to do it. What are you trying to tell me? Here it was at one point in time, it was excusable the first time they saw him, because they could say, this joke is just too big. We've never fought anything like this in our life, and so this just a joke too big. Now, we were fighting a war, we would have to fight him, but this is one-on-one, and so I know I can't beat him one-on-one. The first time, it was excusable. Okay, maybe even the second time. But about that third time, you should have a strategy by then of how you're going to beat this joke. Right or wrong. When we on the basketball court, if the joker block every shot I go in, then guess what I got to rely on? Now I got to rely on my jump shot. I ain't going in there. I'm going to stand back here, and if he come out here, I'm going to bust his head. Boom. Every time he come out here, I ain't going in there. Because I go in there, I know what he's going to do. He's going to throw it back to me. Right or wrong. And so what I got to do is about the third time, I'm going to stand back. I'm going to just dribble. Fake him out one time, put my jump up. I got a pure jump too. Got to fold the wrist and everything. Let it go through. And that's what you got to understand. So now I've developed my strategy how to beat him. And so that's what you have to do. Amen. If you're going to fight your giant, I understand the first time. It was excusable the first time. You know what? It's excusable. I just didn't know any better. What's the old saying? Get me once, it's on you. Get me twice,
It's on me.
that's on me. Right? So the first time it's excusable. Even the second time, I'm just scared. I don't care how you look at it. It's been some jokers that we got ready to fight. I can honestly say, I was just scared. Second time, you know what? Just gonna keep happening. Until something changes, it's gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
And that's how it was here. 40 times. I ain't even gonna say 40. It was 80 times. Because he came twice a day.
Sure enough.
That's right.
Wait a minute. All of us in here gonna be able to say, now you ain't gonna pump me down but so many times.
Go ahead.
You know what? Because we have a rule. You gonna fight anyway. You just make sure you get your licks in. But you gonna fight anyway. You can't come home and keep telling your mom and daddy that the same person keep trying to make you do something and you keep backing away. Sooner or later, you gonna have to take that fight. Am I right? Sooner or later, because you know what we're gonna say. Go on fight now, I'll take the days. If you got to fight him at school, go on fight him at school. Come home, I'll take the days. If they give you 5 days, I'll take them 5 days. But you don't let nobody keep telling you that can't keep punking you down. Sooner or later, you got to fight him. Win, lose, or draw. Right or wrong?
Right on.
But the strategy is, you hit him. My mama taught me. You hit him first. Might be the only lick you get.
Make sure it's
Make it good.
Make that lick count.
Make it good.
You must make sure when you hit that joker,
Let
you
everybody
hit it
know.
good.
threatening.
No, that's right. You let him do all the talking that he want to do. You just get your stance ready. And as soon as the first chance you get, boom! Hope you knock him out. Hope your boys know what to do after that. You got some good boys there. Stop this fight, y'all. Stop.
Right.
Yes, boys like us, go and get him. Can't win. But 80 times,
Go with it.
you gonna let somebody come
What?
and allow them to keep telling you the same thing? You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. Talk about your mama. Ooh.
They fight.
Talk about your daddy. You talk about him.
Mom. Yeah.
Keep doing. Just taunting you. Telling you ain't nothing. 80 times. That put it in perspective. Because when you say 40 days, it's like, okay. It took me about 10 days before I finally said, you know what, enough is enough. But 80 times to come for somebody to tell you you're nothing.
Go with it.
How much time does it take for you, for this giant that's in your life? See, because everybody in here has a giant that they're fighting right now.
Yes, go with it.
It might not be my giant, but you have a giant that you're fighting.
Go with it.
And guess what? That giant is coming up to you every day, saying you can't deal with me.
Amen.
You can't handle me.
Go with
And
it.
so what you doing? Are you sitting back like the Israels and saying, like Saul and them saying, we can't handle you? Are you allowing the fact that you don't have a job is telling you every day what you gonna do about it? Are you allowing the fact that you don't have the car that you want? Are you allowing it to keep you down? Or are you saying enough is enough? I'm getting ready to come up with something And I'm getting ready to stop this. See, because let me say it again. Whatever you allow me to do, expect me to do.
Amen.
I was telling Valerie this morning that you know what? When you allow folks to come to work late, watch this, you might as well expect it.
That's true.
You might as well expect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're going to try you and try you. If I tell you you have to be to work at 8 o'clock, but I allow you to get there at 8:05, you're going to get there every day at 8:05.
That's right.
Amen.
That's right. There.
And guess what? It gets to the point where folks just accept it. Do they not?
Oh, yeah.
They just accept it. Oh, he's going to be late. Don't even worry about it. But that's not a good thing. Because sooner or later, guess what? They got to do your evaluation.
Yep.
And so just because you can get away with it, young folks don't get away with it.
Right.
You want to be an example.
Amen. Amen.
And so what happens is we get it in our mind. Oh, it's all right. I can come to work late. But if you get off at 5, it's not like you stay 5 minutes extra.
Sure enough.
Oh. Because at 4:58, the computer is off. I ain't even giving them till 5 o'clock. At 4:58. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all in the morning. See how it works? Because if they ask me to stay at 5:05 every day, I got a problem with this. You ain't paying me extra 5 minutes? Ooh. So I got to go. I got to beat this traffic. I got to go get my kids. You can't be keeping me 5 minutes late, but you came 5 minutes late.
Go ahead.
Go ahead now.
So stop allowing what was excusable become acceptable.
Amen.
In other words, young folks, let me use this and then I'm going to move on. If you allow that joker to talk to you any kind of way, young ladies, expect him to talk to you any kind of way.
That's right.
Yep.
Fellas, if you let her get away with murder, expect her to try to murder you. You know what I mean.
Yes, I'm out.
That's what you have to understand. Don't do it. Set your standards high so that you don't have to worry about it. And when you get a little older, it's a little different. Because as they say, you have to look for potential sooner or later. Because if not, I wouldn't be with my wife now. Because all I bought was potential. That's it. But stop allowing what was it once excusable to become acceptable. Everybody with me?
Amen.
Let's get ready to go to this last one. So here we still have David. David is